everybody. I'm Jasmine Navarro, certified wellbeing expert, working with educational institutions and companies, helping them support their family wellbeing. And as you know, every week I interview different experts who make a difference. And today I'm super excited to be interviewing Joanna. Hi, Joanna. Thank you so much for coming on. Can you tell us about yourself and what you do?
Hello, everyone. I'm Joanna. I am an entrepreneur, and I'm also a founder of Thriving Filipina Circle.
Amazing. And
Yes.
you chose this title, Building an Empowered and Inspiring Community. Can you tell us a bit about what made you choose this title?
I chose this title because I have a community myself, and it means a lot to me.
Amazing. And can you tell us, what made you start this community and how you built this community?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll tell you my story, Jess. I've been telling this story over and over again, and I'm not going to be tired because I feel amazing to share it, and it actually changes people's lives. I've been living here in the UAE for 18 years with my husband. I
Yeah.
was in the corporate world years ago, and yeah, I was in the corporate world for like 14 years. It's a long time.
Yes.
And I decided to join my husband manage our businesses one day. And transitioning from being a corporate person to an entrepreneur really affected me. It affected my mindset. I lost my identity, I lost my confidence and
Did you?
everything.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yes.
it's very hard transition.
It's very hard transition because it's completely different. So I got used to being in one place, stuck for a long time, and then a sudden change. Anyway,
Yeah.
because my husband was very supportive, and he said, "Why don't you join communities that can help you?" I came across Women in Leadership Deliver. It's a female group
Oh yeah.
led by Emma Burdett. She's the
Yeah.
founder. And I told her what my problem
Oh, did
is.
you?
And
Okay.
yes. So she is actually my inspiration because she's the founder of Wild, and she's been telling her story as well. I've learned from her. I've learned a lot from her, and I've decided to work with her. She became my coach.
Okay.
So uh, um, during our coaching sessions, I've learned a lot. I helped myself become better. And
What
of
did
course,
you
she guided me all throughout.
Yeah. What did you learn and what did you want to learn or you didn't know?
First thing that I learned is self awareness. That's very
Yes.
important. I got back my confidence. I had a voice. It was just there. I
Wow.
didn't know it was just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Self awareness. She taught me things that could help me in a daily basis, like meditation, how to set boundaries, things like that, that would help me level up.
Yeah.
So develop myself out there. And at the end of her program, which I really liked, is she encouraged me. She actually motivated me as well to build my own network.
Did you want to build your own network or did that happen out of having the coach sessions that you realized that
I
oh,
really wanted to because
uh,
when we met, she already told me that it's part of her program. It's a choice. She always asks, "Do you want to do this or not?" Because
okay.
of course, usually in coaching sessions, you would see the program
Yeah.
in the beginning before you sign up, and
Right.
that's the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because I really like that. So it happened, and it's been going on for a year now. We celebrated our first year anniversary this May. We
Yeah.
started with 15 ladies, and now I guess we're like 300, more than 300. And I really owe it to Emma. Without her encouragement and support,
That's absolutely
TFC
amazing.
will not be there. Yes.
That's
I
amazing.
hope she's listening.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And no, that's incredible that you've achieved all of that in 1 year. And so what
Yes.
do you do in your community and what impact does it have on everybody inside there, the individuals?
Actually, before I started with the group, I
Yeah.
made I made sure that I know what my values are. After that, these values I instilled within the group. So my values are integrity, empowerment, accountability, and celebration of success. These are the four things that are important, core values that are important to me.
Yeah.
And because these are things that are not very usual in the Filipino community. Just to um, give you a story, when
Yes,
when I
please.
told when I told my coach that I wanted to do this for my fellow Filipina, she said, "Why don't you do it for all women, mixed nationalities? Because that's the usual, right?"
Yes.
I explained to her that I think this is something not usual. This is something that we need because um, it would be more comfortable when Filipinas help each other first within the community and then lift each other up once we're what I do is make each member ready to step up in other communities as well. So we start with our own. Within the community, I encourage them to join other groups because I believe it's a good way to enhance your network and connections with other nationalities as well.
So it
Not
sounds
just
like
get stuck with the Filipino community alone.
that's interesting. It sounds like
Mm.
what Emma helped you do, you're helping other
Yeah,
Filipinos do. Is that how it
yeah.
looks like?
I look at her as my role model because she did this thing as well.
Yeah.
She's helping women step up and have a voice, and I do the same. But my priority is my Filipina community, because the mission of the group is to create a safe space so we would have a voice, so we could come together and challenge the stereotypes associated with Filipinos.
Wow. And and
Yes.
and how do you do that? Like what like how did you do that? Because you've achieved so much
Okay.
in 1 year. Like what were the steps?
So initially, I started with 15 women. Emma
Yeah.
helped me launch that, and I started um, inviting them in a meeting room to discuss about my plans and and to discuss about the values and the mission and vision of the group and my story. As simple as that. And then just it just grew organically.
Wow.
I What we do is we organize events on a monthly basis. We talk about topics that are relatable to every Filipina, like confidence, goal setting. These are tools that generate lives in many ways. So that's what we do. And I'm so proud that I have launched in Abu Dhabi as well. So I do twice a month now.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yes.
And like you said, it's happening organically.
It happens organically. And every time I tell my story, I always have goosebumps all over because it's like the universe is in my favor whenever we create events. Because sometimes I collaborate with brands that are aligned with my values, and my goodness, it's amazing.
It is
We
amazing.
only expect like 50 attendees, and then turns out that we would have 100, stuff like that.
Wow. And
Yeah.
how important do you think oh, it sounds like community is really, really, really important. Like how
Mhm.
important do you think it is to collaborate and support each other within the communities?
It's very important to collaborate within the community because if you collaborate, we learn from each other. We don't just rely on our own skills. When you collaborate, you you learn from other people as well, and we achieve greater things, uh, greater things compared to what we can achieve alone. So we collaborate within the community. It's like we collaborate and we cooperate And then we also support. It creates a safety net within the group that whenever we have challenges, it is our go-to, whether it's a simple problem or a complex problem. Because all the topics that we talk about are relatable to everybody. Like once we share stories, it's like everyone can relate.
Yeah, and how important do you think it is to share stories?
It's important to share stories because it has the power to convey, when you stories convey experiences, values, and it touches people's heart.
Yeah.
It has, and once you do that, if I share my story, for example, it emphasizes authenticity and vulnerability as well. So people trust me more. So the
Yeah.
members do the same. So there will be trust within the group.
Amazing, amazing. And your community is what's the name of your community?
Thriving Filipina Circle.
Thriving Filipina Circle. And
Yes.
is the aim of that, like your community, I know it's to help build confidence and all of that, but is it like, do you help them become entrepreneurs? Are they already entrepreneurs, or do you sort of help them become
So I made sure that it is an inclusive hub.
Okay.
We welcome entrepreneurs, professionals, or if you're some are housewives even.
Yeah.
We encourage people to step up whatever you're doing and be best at whatever you are in life.
Wow. Well,
So
yeah.
yeah, some are both professionals and entrepreneurs as well. Some are shifting from corporate to entrepreneur, and it's amazing because I just hear stories, amazing stories, that
Like what?
they always thank me,
Yeah.
like simple stories that they get promoted after hearing one workshop, or one got a pay rise, or just simply having a conversation. Sometimes we just have coffee. We have a coffee meetup sometimes, and I just hear amazing stories that I
Yeah.
can't believe. It touches me so much because I didn't do anything.
Well, you
I just,
did. Yeah.
I mean, it's. I did something,
Yeah.
created the community, but you know, the thing happened to them. It's not me.
I know
It's
what you
the
mean.
power of the sisterhood.
That's that's amazing. It sounds like this, like you found your purpose.
Hmm.
Sounds like
Yes,
you found your purpose. Yeah.
yes. So, as the founder of the group, of course, I will not um, stop um, helping myself grow, since I'm supposed to be a role model as well. But I encourage them to do the same. So I speak to coaches like yourself, to Emma, and a lot of people around me, and
Yeah.
I share it to my group. So whatever learning that I that I get, insights that I get from outside, I share it to everyone. So all the members. So that's how inclusive we are. We help each other. We don't we don't there of course there are challenges sometimes. We don't
That's what I
let
was gonna
that
say.
destroy us.
Yeah. What kind of challenges do you face? Because you're still, even though you have it sounds like a really supportive community, it's
Yes, very
still you're the
supportive.
founder. There's one founder, yeah. So do
Hmm.
you still,
Yes, it's just,
yeah. So how does that, is that a challenge sometimes because you're still on your own, even though you've got
um,
a community?
yeah, I always get that question. Find it difficult sometimes? Yes, but it doesn't affect me that much because I enjoy it.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of roles. I'm a mother as well. I have I'm supporting my husband with our three companies aside from
Yeah.
this. But I still give time for this one because this is my fuel. I
Wow.
wouldn't I perform well at work because of this.
Oh,
It's
really?
yeah.
Sounds like what
And
you're giving, you're getting back. So what you put in, you get back from the.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It's amazing. So you've asked for the challenges.
Yes.
Uh, of course, there are inequality or discrimination within the group, gossip
Really?
culture. Yeah, you wouldn't. It's so hard to avoid that. Gossip culture, where some people like to talk about other people, and
Okay. How do you deal
things,
with that? Oh,
things
sorry. Yeah.
things that are out of our control. No, we can't control it sometimes. And there's one more, exploitation, meaning there are members of the group who have a business intention alone.
Oh,
So those three that I've thought of. So how do I address it? I
yes.
just always encourage open communication, and I make sure that the guidelines and regulations are clear. I always tell them what our values are, and we always have to stick with our brand identity and personality. And I'm made sure that it's an inclusive hub. So we should treat everyone equally. I don't If I hear things like that, I don't really say anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't say
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
I show that I will not tolerate it.
Oh,
Because the more you accept what they're saying, or even they'll feel that it's okay. So as the leader of the group, I should be a good example. And if I
yeah.
hear something like that, I brush it off. I
Oh,
mean, like gossips, for example, I brush it off.
oh, you don't fuel it. Like you don't add to it. You just sort of
Yes, of
stop it. It
course.
stops with you. It stops
Yes.
with you.
Yes. These things, it happens even in other environment, like in the office or wherever. So it's a usual things that happen. But I don't want that to destroy the community and to destroy the image of the members.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And it works. I guess what you're doing
Mhm.
works. That's working, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so what kind of like you said it's a membership then? It's like a membership.
So right now,
Yeah.
we consider an individual a member as long as you attend a paid event. So it's
Ah,
not, we don't have a membership fee yet.
okay, okay.
Not yet. Probably it will get there, but not yet, because I have a lot of responsibilities and I don't want to um, let them pay, and then we will only have once a month activity, so it's not fair. I want to be fair for everyone. So since it's a once a month or twice a month workshops or events,
Yeah.
it's okay to have just a ticket fee for every activity. That's how it goes. I have a right now. I'm so glad I've hired a virtual assistant
Oh,
who helps me
really?
out. Yes,
Ah,
yeah.
okay, okay.
So
Ah,
it's
that's
just me
what
and her.
okay. That's what I was going to ask you. What do you provide then? So is it so you have workshops? Is it like a
Yes,
workshop
we have
every month?
workshops.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like the last workshop I did um, the other day is titled "Conquering Limiting Beliefs."
Ah, okay.
That's I did that in Dubai as well last year. So I'm doing the same flow of workshops in Abu Dhabi. So
And do
whatever
you
is done here will be done in Abu Dhabi.
ah, okay. And do you do the workshops or do other people?
I do it, and then I let members contribute as well. So I choose speakers who
Mm,
can help out. So I had 3 speakers and I hosted it the
ah,
last
okay,
time. Yes.
okay. So your community is about so it's educating, it's supporting, it's inspiring,
Yes.
it's all of those things.
Yes.
And
So it's actually a safe space for Filipina for Filipinas in the UAE to learn, connect, and inspire each other towards success and women's empowerment, whatever whatever you are, whether you're in the corporate or an entrepreneur.
Wow. So the
Yeah.
requirement is if you're Filipina, you can join.
You're
Well,
Filipina and you have a growth mindset, then you can join.
all right, okay.
Because it's useless if you don't. Well, the fact that
Yeah.
Filipina wants to join us, it means you have the intention of learning.
Okay, it's all about learning. And how
Yeah.
do you like, because it's grown so quickly, how do
Mhm.
you expand? What do you do? Like, because yeah, how do you make it expand? You said it grew organically, but
It's
so
it's totally organic. I do have social media platforms and people just message me randomly. I get calls because I post mostly every day.
yeah,
I handle my own social
yeah,
media.
yeah, that's a
Yes.
full-time job as well,
Yeah.
just social
And
media.
I just get messages and they want to join. So of course I'll welcome them with all my heart as long as they attend our events, then they're a member. It's just like that.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Let me just say hi to Paul. Hi, Paul. Very informative discussion, he said. Thank you for joining. Anybody else who's here, welcome to you. If you have any questions for Joanna about inspiring communities, please let us know, or any comments. We'd love to hear from you. So okay, another question. How important do you think it is to partner with other communities? And do you partner with other communities, or is it just separate? Or do you think it's good to partner?
I'm I not partner, but yeah. Collaborate, yes. During my Abu Dhabi workshop
Yeah.
just a few days ago, I invited the founder of Her Spotlight. It's another Filipina
Oh, really?
group. Yes, and I invited her to share her story.
Oh,
To share because I believe she has a lot of experiences with regards to conquering limiting beliefs, and it was great because some of her members attended as well.
wow.
So it's really good. Rather than I I'm not really into exclusivity because
No.
there are some communities that you have to be just you know I no, I'm
Yes.
not after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I encourage people to join other groups, even other Filipino groups. It's go ahead because this is where you will really learn. And I'm a member of a lot of groups too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Do you join
Yeah.
other groups as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course. I have
Yeah.
a lot of groups.
Filipino
And
groups or different ones?
yes.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I
And
agree with you. Yeah.
it's good to I look at it in a positive way. I don't look at the other group as a competitor because
Yeah.
I only look at my values and I'm
Wow.
after quality versus quantity. It doesn't matter if I don't look at my numbers. It just happened.
Oh, I love
I
that.
want people, yeah, I want people who are within my group who are after growth and development for themselves. So I don't want people to take advantage. I don't want my members to take advantage of the community for their own personal gain. No. So I'm after quality. So I'm maintaining that.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
And I think when it sounds like it's your passion, and I think when you do follow your
Mhm.
passion, things happen organically anyway, because
Yes.
you're not forcing anything. You're just sort of
Mhm.
letting it happen as well. I really believe in that.
True. True.
When you love something, people can feel it anyway. So
Yes.
no, it sounds amazing. So what's next for you then? Because you've expanded to Abu Dhabi. Like what is your like dream for the Filipina
Of
thriving
course.
Filipina?
I've been invited. I've been invited in recently. I've been invited to speak in some events, and I'm grateful for that. Actually, sometimes I still couldn't. It hasn't sinked in until
Really?
now.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I'd like to be like this. I don't want to. I don't want it to put to go on my head. No,
No.
I'd like to be here and stay humble. Of course, I'm the founder. I'm proud, but not too proud. just just enough.
Yeah.
My hope is for this group to help more Filipinas, because actually I'm addressing the issues of the Filipino mindset. That's my
What is
mission
the
to
mindset?
change it.
What is the Filipino
The
mindset?
Filipino mindset, how we look at things. Like, I'll give you an example. Our financial mindset. Most of the Filipinos are having trouble with their finances, couldn't get out of debt. So
Really?
I, yes, I arranged for an event that talks about financial awareness, and we really emphasize these things. That's just one thing. There's a lot. There's a long list of things that I want to
Yeah.
change.
And it's probably not just Filipinos. It's probably a lot of people
Yeah,
have those
yeah,
limited
but
beliefs.
since true, but since my members are Filipino, so I'm
Sure.
focusing on our problems first, so we are ready to
Yeah.
stand out in other communities, or
Wow.
not in communities, also in their work or in their businesses.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
do you do, it's like your community, is it online as well? Or face to face?
Sometimes I do online.
Yeah.
If yeah, if I like we had like few months ago, I had an Zoom networking event, because sometimes just so many things going on. So I do that for new members, for me to discuss the values and the mission and vision of TFC. I do that to new members, but actually the even the old members join because they want to meet the new members. So sometimes we do that. But in between the paid events, I do coffee meetups.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And it's a free event. We just pay our food and we just meet. Like,
Okay.
if you've seen our page, we celebrated our Philippine Independence Day, and we
Ah,
wore our traditional dress. So
yeah.
that's just a coffee meetup actually. But we just want to celebrate it and wear our national dress and be proud of it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's amazing what you do. And what would you say to, someone who is looking to start their own community, but because maybe the same reasons as you, they're feeling lonely, they want to create a supportive environment to help
Mhm.
them and help others. Like how, like, and maybe they can't afford a coach. They don't have a coach, maybe. What would you say to them? How would they get started?
You should start with joining other groups first,
Ah, okay.
because you will get inspired. You don't need to hire a coach, because
Yeah,
joining other groups, you would meet people, you will have conversations, you would learn other cultures, not just Filipinos, I mean, other nationalities. Then you would learn from them. And then you'll get the inspiration. And then someone would push that switch, turn that switch on. And that's what Emma did. And I'm so grateful.
wow.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
turned my switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. No, thank you so much, Joanna. Is there anything else you want to say about your inspiring and empower community before we go?
Uh, for those who wants to build your community, just learn from other people. I'm grateful for people like you, Jazz, who's
Oh, thank you.
talking to different people in different aspects of life, just for learning, for connection. No man is an island, as we say, right?
Yeah,
It's better to do this with someone, do things with someone rather than yourself.
you're right. You're right. And I think, yeah, loneliness can be. You're right, actually. I love that advice that you said. Just go to another community. Just join a
Yeah,
community.
join
It's
a
not like you
community
have to
and
do everything all at once.
slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Saying that, you built your community pretty fast when
No.
you think about
Is
it.
that, is that fast?
Yeah.
No.
Is it?
No.
Okay. Fair.
Maybe okay, fine. The community part, yes, it was fast, but
Yeah,
my personal growth, it was so slow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then someone hit the button, and then whew,
The right time. It was the right time.
yeah, yeah, it's the right time.
I
Everything
love
happens for a reason.
I think so, I think so.
Yes, yes.
No, thank you so much, Joanna. And if
Thank
anybody's
you so
interested,
much.
if you're Filipina and you have a growth mindset, and you're interested in joining this amazing community, because I always see your posts and videos, and I just think
Thank you.
it just seems to get bigger and more people every time I see it. It's just so it inspires me to think about
Thank you.
my own community as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, I invite other nationalities in some of our events if it's
Oh,
a
do
big
you?
event.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. I'll
Yeah, my
definitely.
speakers on during my anniversary, I've been invite Emma spoke there as well. I invited Kim too. Kim Scheller is my spiritual coach, so she's Indian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so and some of
We all know.
my big events, I invite other nationalities.
Okay,
We
brilliant.
speak
I
in
would love to come.
so everyone can connect.
I would love
Yeah.
to come. But thank you so much
Yes.
for coming. It's been
Thank you, thank
brilliant.
you. It's an honor for me to be here. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. And how can people find you?
You can find me. I have Instagram, Thriving Filipino Circle, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Amazing. And if you want to
Yes.
put your links on the post, you can to your Instagram if anybody wants
Yeah,
to take a
sure.
look. And thank you so much, Joanna. And thank you, everybody who's been
Thank
watching.
you.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye. Keep